Well, Israel-based Gefen Technology has today really outlined plans to list here in Australia by year end, and the company says its digital distribution platform is set to reap the benefits of the accelerating digitization of communications. Live from Israel, we've got founders Orni and David Nash joining us live via Skype. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to ausbiz. Can you just get us across exactly what it is that you do? What market do you serve? I understand it's targeted toward the insurance broking market.
Yes, thank you for having us. So we're a digital distribution platform, which means we enable enterprises that serve their customers using physical distribution network with helping them communicate the way you and I would expect today, digitally. So our current market focus is insurance and finance and real estate.
And as far as other markets that you might now look to move into, because in this country at the moment, the broker market, it's become a bit fractured. There have been certain legislations passed that have changed the narrative and the state of play. Are there any other elements that this type of technology can be applied to?
Yes, you're right. So I would say for every sector that sells globally using this distribution network, we fit into. The more regulation you have on a sector, the more you need us for a controlled and monitored, scalable distribution network.
And is it that monitoring, is that the point of difference at the moment? Is it the fact that there's the customer engagement? That's become the most important metric for many businesses to manage so that they know how many customers they can retain and how many they can win on the back of those good customers. Is that where your point of difference lies?
Yeah, I would say we're kind of a hybrid platform. So on one end, we fit to the enterprise grade for their professional personnel. On the other hand, the service that are being used by us is the agents, which, like I used to say before my father passed away last year, it needs to be used by my father. If he will be able to use it, not tech savvy, not digital expert, then it's good for everyone.
Hey, you're listing here in Australia. I'm sure our friends at the ASX would be very happy. They really do see the ASX as being the NASDAQ of the Pacific. But some would question your timing, I suppose, considering we've got a global pandemic going on. Why list in Australia, first of all? Second of all, why not delay it until there's a little bit more certainty in the global environment?
Yes, very good question. So first, although we are based and headquartered in Israel, servicing companies around the globe, our main focus and market is in Southeast Asia. So we wanted to increase our exposure in the region. Now the ASX is one of the top 10 listing stock exchanges in the last several years and one of the fastest growing ones. And it has developed to embrace and welcome more and more technological company, and even just launched recently the tech index, which we were very happy to hear about. So we think it's a good fit for us. Now, with the COVID-19 pandemic situation, you're right that there is a crisis, but not for everyone. For, I would say, sectors that are dealing with remote communication, remote learning, and remote working, it's a big opportunity. And this is what we see from the demand perspective from both existing customers and new customers. And we want to increase the pace of our growth.
And is that what that 15 million will be for? That's how much you're seeking to raise with this IPO in Australia. How many customers do you think you can reach with a number like that?
Yeah, so we're servicing, today we're tens of enterprise customers. And we want to double it in the next year, and we're looking to raise a minimum of 15 million.
Minimum, okay.
And just tell me just quickly about the competition in the space. I mean, what is it? What is it that really makes your technology unique, because presumably there are others out there looking to tap into this marketplace and looking to enable the communication and the technology in a similar way?
Yeah, so we don't really compete with enterprise software like Salesforce or Adobe. We're an additional layer. It means that if they are quite expensive and there is a long iteration and integration process, as well as educational one, we are, as said previously, we are for the end user, we're the only platform that provides, that connects the headquarters with the last mile, that is unprofessional, non-tech savvy, and non-digital expert, the agents, the brokers, the distribution network.
Okay, so looks like you are on track to list at the end of the year. We like talking about ticker codes here. What will your assignment be when this eventual listing happens? What are the 3 letters we need to keep in mind?
You're asking about our symbol?
Yes.
Okay, so the symbol that we have applied is a GFN, stands for Gefen. Gefen, by the way, is a biblical word for vine. So it was chosen just like a short story, just like vine, when you implement it and it grows and gets better and better over time. So just like our platform, once you implement it, it gets better and better the more data is in, and the output you can use for different usage.
All right, good on you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for getting us across the details. That's Gefen Technologies. The founder, Orni, Daniel, and David Nash joining us live by Skype.